The weekend tea, folks. You're watching Kettle Messages Tarot live with your reader, the Gem Star. We want to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, and checking out our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below. Now let's have a sip of weekend tea together. Hello and welcome once again to another live Kettle Messages Tarot with your Oracle and Reader the Gem Star. We're here to spill the weekend tea for all of the zodiac signs. We are in the month of March now. Happy birthday, Pisces. Happy birthday, Aries, my little fishies and my little rams. Welcome to your solar return. A very happy birthday to those signs. May you be partying it up in the month of March. Once again, we want to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. For those of you that have reached out to us for your own personal private readings with the Gem Star, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I look forward to spilling tea with you again in the future. So thank you for your patronage. This is Kettle Messages Tarot live with your Oracle and Reader the Gem Star. Let's give the cards a shuffle and let's spill the weekend tea together. Hello and welcome once again, Pisces, my little fishies. Happy birthday, Pisces. This is your weekend tea on Kettle Messages Tarot live with your Oracle and Reader the Gem Star. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, being part of our sacred space, and welcoming us into yours. Welcome, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's spill the weekend tea together. Okay, Pisces, you're receiving high honors. You're getting noticed for your achievements, for your successes, for your accolades. At this time, you're going to be receiving your flowers, those pats on the back, raises, promotions, starting new jobs in leadership roles. But at this time, you are large and in charge, and you are a rising star at this time, especially when it comes to work, business, and career. This is where you are standing out. This is where you are shining, and this is where you're going to receive your rewards. For my Pisceans, this weekend tea says keep putting the pedal to the metal. Keep doing what you're doing when it comes to work, your hobbies, your occupation, your careers, because you will be very successful. You're going to get noticed at this time. Raises, promotions, bonuses, new job offers coming your way. Know that all eyes are on you at this time because your star is rising, Pisces. And you are going to be on a lot of people's mind and on a lot of people's lips. You're going to be the talk of the town. And that's because you're receiving some honor this weekend or during this month of March, Pisces. And this is going to allow you to make changes in your homes, maybe even purchase a new house or relocate, move, travel. You can also be having guests over the weekend. You could also be visiting family over the weekend. Some Pisceans are starting home businesses, and if you're starting a business, you're doing your entrepreneurship and you're working out of your house, then this is going to do very well. You're going to receive a lot of clients during this time. You are going to be on high demand. Some of you are very busy this week or this month of March, and you will be taking some work home as well. So we see Pisces working out of the house, taking work home. just to stay on top of everything. And because you're so focused, you're so determined to succeed and to move up the ladder of success, you will reach your goals. This is going to be a weekend of spending time with family, with friends, visiting family, having family visit you. There's a lot of communication back and forth between you and your job or your business, and you and your family and your children. So this is a very active weekend, a very communicative weekend, and a weekend where you're getting noticed for your hard work, Pisces. Many of you are starting home businesses, and this is going to work out very well for you, Pisces. You know, if you want to open a beauty salon from home, if you want to start some catering business from home, whatever you're starting, this is going to be your baby. You're going to nurture it. You're going to have expansion when it comes to your home business. You are going to succeed, and this is going to be through word of mouth because you're a good employee, or because you're a good boss, or because you have great services that you are offering at this time, Pisces. Some of you are even starting childcare from home, maybe becoming foster parents. Maybe you're starting a babysitting business, or you're teaching children from home, homeschooling. But we see that at this time, you're giving birth to a business, a project, and you're going to do very, very well. You're at the beginning stages and you're already doing a bang up job. So continue to do your work, continue to work hard. You are standing out at this time, and whatever you begin at this time looks like it's going to turn out to be very successful. One step at a time, take baby steps and don't rush. Some of you are going through pregnancies, telling the family that you're pregnant, or there's someone pregnant in the family. Maybe there's some baby showers going on this weekend. But we see that we are celebrating the birth of a child, the welcoming of a child. And some of you are celebrating a grand opening. So if you're doing a grand opening for your business this weekend, you're gonna have a lot of people show up to this. If you are doing some grand party or some reveal party over the weekend, then there's going to be a lot of guests. You're going to be the talk of the party, and there's going to be a lot of growth in your connections, especially when it comes to family and friends. We see these connections growing deeper, and for many Pisceans, your network is expanding. Your network is expanding at this time. Your health is doing well. If you've been under the weather or you've been working the candle at both ends, we see that you're getting rest and you're taking care of yourselves. So there's a good balance between work, home, and leisure. We see that you're handling these things simultaneously very well. Your health is improving, or you're getting back on that health kick. But a lot of you are spending time with family or welcoming the birth of a child, celebrating the announcement of a pregnancy. And others of you are celebrating a grand opening to a new business, or you're starting a new business from home, and this is going to do very well. There's going to be some honest, open communication happening over the weekend between you and other family members. This is going to be a weekend of purging, a weekend of secrets being revealed, a weekend of emotional, deep sharing, things that go way back in time. You're going to be talking about your childhood, about the old neighborhood, about your experiences growing up. So we see a lot of conversations happening this weekend, Pisces, between you and other family members. You can find out past history of older family members. This is like grandparents passing down their life stories and their wisdom. Also, your parents passing down history and wisdom onto you, onto the children. But we see that there's some ancestral conversations happening. There's some conversations that are coming out, that are bringing things out to the light of people's past that they either kept secret or they never shared before with others. And so people are going to be learning a lot about you and how you felt growing up, and you're learning about other family members and their experiences growing up and what they remember. We see like a big powwow happening where people are storytelling, gathering around the fire pit and talking about the past and sharing secrets of the ancestors and our grandparents and our great-grandparents. So there's a lot of conversations happening, a lot of wisdom being passed down from older relatives to the younger generation. This is gonna be a happening weekend, Pisces. A lot is coming out at this time. You are strong. Your health is improving. Your connections with your family members are growing at this time. You may be pregnant or talking of pregnancy over the weekend, or celebrating somebody else's pregnancy within the family. And there's a lot of joy, a lot of celebrating, a lot of gatherings going on. You're receiving your accolades and your flowers when it comes to business, work, and career. So things are going well this weekend, Pisces. Things are going well. Now, something to keep your eye out for over the weekend, that while these gatherings are happening and we're going down memory lane and we're talking about the past and we're sharing and we're storytelling, some people might get in their feelings, and there may be some arguments or somebody getting upset or angry about something that's being said or that was done in the past. It looks like a weekend of purging, and it's gonna be a very touchy-feely, sensitive weekend. So there will be people that may get upset, that may get angry and argue. But here we see that, Pisces, you're putting past negative behavior in the past where it belongs, and you have gone through much growth, much wisdom, much change, awakening, evolution. You have changed so much from who you used to be in your youth. And there's some family members that have to get on board with this new you. And there will be no bailing anybody out of these conversations. Nobody's going to be able to walk away or walk out of confronting the past this weekend, as things are getting cleared up, as there are cycles closing and new ones beginning. But we see that there are seeds well planted in yourselves, and you have changed and grown much from your childhood days, your teenage days, those days of your youth, your immaturity, your inexperience, your wild Piscean days. And other people may be bringing up things that may have occurred or happened in the past. Don't argue, don't fight. You've put this past bad behavior behind you, or you put the past to rest, and now you're focused on your business, you're focused on growing, on expanding, and you're focused on positive things in your life at this time. You're not here to bail out anybody else or to be responsible for anybody else's happiness. This is going to be a weekend where you may be seeking a mentor or being someone's mentor, or needing a mentor to guide you, to work with, to learn something new from. and you will become someone's mentor, or you will have a mentor guiding you during this time, especially for those of you that are working on projects and you're working on new businesses, opening your businesses. This is a time for you to take action, to start, to go. You have enough wisdom, experience, education under your belt to start this project, to start this business, and to make it work and to make it successful. So continue doing what you are doing. Know that as your star rises, Pisces, there will be those, maybe even family members, who are not going to like this, who are going to blame you for certain things that happened in the past, or want to argue and fight with you, or want to exile you or outcast you. Even some people here setting out revenge on you, and that's because they see you getting further and further away from them. They see that you're growing, that you're changing, that you are in a positive stage in your life, and you have no plans of going backwards or going back to the past. You have moved on. You may be even relocating, leaving the family home, not making plans to return to the family home. And this may make some people mad, upset, angry, disappointed, Pisces. But you are to stay focused on what it is you're working on at this time, on what it is you are building, because you are headed for a successful time in your life. And you shouldn't quit now. That has been your weekend tea. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a very happy birthday and a blessed weekend. Ciao. Aries, my little ram, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Aries, welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot live weekend tea with your oracle and reader, the gem star. I'm here to spill this weekend tea for my little rams, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. We are in the month of March, so happy birthday to my March little rams. Happy birthday. We want to also thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into yours, and to those that have reached out to us for your own personal private readings. We thank you for the honor, and we look forward to spilling tea with you in the future. So we thank you for your patronage. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. There we go. Okay, Aries, you're worried, you're concerned. There's something that has you worried and concerned at this time. You're not feeling great about something or someone. A situation has you down, has you nervous, has you stressed, has you worried. Let's see what this is all about, Aries. Okay, this may be a situation at work. This may be a situation with a group, with a society. We see that some of you may not even be coming out of your houses at this time, not spending time in nature or not mingling and socializing at this time. Some of you have anchored down, buckled down on the home front because you're thinking of a situation, and until you can solve a problem or close a cycle or end a very difficult situation in your life, you don't feel much like socializing. There could be some arguments, some issues, some misunderstandings going on in the household. There's some problems and some issues. Maybe you're having arguments with your love bug, your husband, your wife, your lover, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever resides with you in the house. There may be some arguments, some separation, some distancing. Something is going on at home. For those of you that reside with someone and this is not making you happy, for others of you that don't have this situation, then you have worries and concerns and you don't feel like mingling and socializing this weekend because you're trying to find a solution to a problem. For some of you, it's a concern about money, about getting this payment, getting this check, getting this money, getting this legal settlement, or getting this financial win. Some of you, the finances are the concern. And it's understandable for those Aries that are staying at their home base because they don't want to go out and spend, because they're keeping an eye on their money. The finances are a big issue for Aries at this time. They want to save and they're worried and concerned about their future financial stability, retirement, their stocks, their bonds, their savings. And this can be a major concern and also a major discussion this weekend with those that reside in the home. The spending, how much money is coming in, what much money we can spend, how much money we saving, how much money is there for vacation, how much money is there for retirement. There's blessings on your money. It may be taking a while to get this money, Aries, and until you get it, you're gonna be worried, concerned, not wanting to party or not wanting to socialize, not wanting to spend money, not wanting to shop, because you're keeping an eye on your money this weekend. It's like we can do things from home this weekend because I don't want to be out there splurging, spending unnecessarily. For some Aries, you're going to be selling a home and making some money from a real estate sale that you make. Others of you, you're going to come through with some extra money in the month of March, and that's going to allow you to make a big purchase. But until something is bought, sold, settled, and you got that money in your bank account, you got that money in your pocket, you got that signature on that check, there's gonna be worry and concern. You are putting up with extremely harsh conditions. As we said, this is confirmation. There can be some issues happening within the household, arguments between partners. We're not getting cooperation from the children or other family members. You've been putting up with an extreme difficult situation. You've been trying to avoid a confrontation, Aries, and you haven't been speaking up about what has you in despair, what has you miserable, what has you worried, what has you off your energy. And this is the weekend to start getting some things off your chest. The key is going to be compromise and understanding. There needs to be an understanding between you and others, and a compromise, a negotiation has to happen so that the finances can get better, so that you can get better, so that you can be able to get certain things off your chest. Some of you, your children are going to be doing financially well. There may also be a lottery win, an inheritance from somebody who passes on. This may bring about arguments amongst family members if you're dealing with inheritances. But we see that if it's an inheritance, if it's a windfall, if it's a lottery win, it's going to be a good amount of money. A good amount of money that is going to help you out in a difficult situation at a difficult time. But this weekend, make sure that you guys are standing up for yourselves, you're speaking up for yourselves, that you're not putting up and tolerating harsh conditions within the home or a job. It's necessary for you to speak up. There will be a need for understanding and cooperation that's going to allow a breakthrough to happen, an agreement to occur. And there's some money definitely coming your way, Aries. So if you have financial concerns, this is going to be lifted as financially things are going to be settled. You have a heavy responsibility on your shoulders. You may be the boss at work. You may be the boss at home. You may be the one that's in charge of everything, that takes care of everyone, that makes sure everything is running smoothly. And again, it's confirmed that some Aries are going through pain, through grief, through burden, a heavy responsibility, a heavy weight on their shoulder, hardships that they'd rather not be going through or putting up with or tolerating. This is the weekend to drop some weight off them shoulders, delegate some responsibilities, at least talk about your issues, your problems, your grief, your despair, your burden. Don't suffer in silence. You have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. This is difficult for you at this time, and it's necessary that you call in the troops, that you get some help, that you get some understanding, that people work with you and compromise with you to free you up from certain responsibilities that you shouldn't be carrying on your own, maybe even at all. Some of you have had to cancel a trip, a vacation, because you have to deal with an emergency situation that's come up at work or at home or in the finances, because there's some extra bills that came through, or a surprise expense. We had to cancel a trip, a purchase. But we see that you're going to be able to do this, Aries. Maybe not now, but you will be able to do it as you handle business this weekend. Oh my goodness. Okay. Some of you are spending too much time indoors. This is depressing you. This is depressing you, bringing you down. It's necessary that you go on vacation. It's necessary that you meditate, go out in nature, have some time away from the house, away from the partners, away from work, away from everybody. It's necessary for you to have your me time, your downtime. Some of you are going through depression at this time, confused, sad, uncertain, with so much responsibilities and burdens, and not knowing what to do and how to straighten everything out, and how to get this money, or how to get people to work together, or how to get understanding, cooperation, and compassion for yourself in this situation that you are living through at this time. And even though things are at a standstill, you're not able to jump on a plane or on a boat and get far, far away, there is a need to get away from certain people, places, and things that are just bringing you down, that feel like a burden, a weight, a responsibility, that is having you depressed, sad, in despair, feeling like there's lack in your life. Yes, you're feeling trapped. You're feeling a lack of freedom, tied down by burdens, by responsibilities, by problems, financially, emotionally, romantically, spiritually. It's like feeling down on yourselves, and not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, not seeing a silver lining. There's a lot of fights going on. vacations being canceled and postponed. And this is what's making you feel trapped. This lack of freedom, this lack of room to express yourself, to breathe, to take flight. You feel tied down by family responsibilities, tied down by work responsibilities, tied down by the bills, the issues. You know, even the world news is bringing you down. There's a need to detach, unplug, breathe, give birth to something new, try something new. A part of you wants to already ascend, move on from these problems and issues. But in order to move on from these problems and issues, Aries, you need people to work together. You need to get understanding. You need to open up and stop tolerating what you shouldn't be tolerating. Harsh conditions, arguments, confrontations, people that are not cooperating, are not helping, but just bringing on more problems. No, stand up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. Be your own salvation this weekend. Yes, go to church. You need peace. You need salvation. You need to fly over these burdens and these problems and get away from it. You are wise. You have had life experiences. You have been in tough spots before, and you are still here. You have gotten yourself out of tough spots in the past, and you can do it again. But because you don't want to argue, you don't want to fight, you don't want to have a confrontation, you don't want people to feel bad, or because you're the leader, you're the head of the household, you're the big mama bear, the big papa bear. You've put on so much responsibility on yourselves that the weight is too much at this time, Aries. And you need to delegate responsibilities and stop taking on the weight of the world on your shoulders, and share responsibilities and talk about how you are feeling. Don't suffer in silence and get out of this depression. And for those concerned about their finances and money, that area is going to be improving. Not right away, but as soon as you start making some changes and start cutting people off of that purse and that wallet, you will see how your finances will start to improve. That has been your weekend tea, and until we sip tea together again, may you have a very happy birthday and a blessed weekend. Ciao. Taurus, my little bull, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Taurus, welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot live with your oracle and reader, the Gem Star. I'm back to spill the weekend tea with my little bulls. Taurus, I want to thank you for commenting, subscribing, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into yours. For those little bulls that have reached out to me for your own personal private readings, it has been an honor, and I hope to spill tea with you again in the future. We thank you for your patronage. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Little bulls, what is your weekend looking like? What's going on for the little bulls this weekend? Okay, Taurus, receiving those flowers, getting noticed, getting appreciated, being spoken highly of. People respect you. People look up to you. People hold you on a pedestal. You are the star in the family. Your family loves you. They're so proud of you. They can't find ways to talk you up, because for them, you are everything. You are everything. They are so proud of you at this time. You may be graduating, starting your own business. You may be achieving something great at this time, and your parents and grandparents and your family members are so very proud of you. They are gathering at the home this weekend to celebrate you. Yes, to celebrate you. There has been times when the funds have been low and the bills have been high, but this is about to change. You may have been feeling or having a poverty or lack mentality, thinking that nobody's proud of you or supportive of you, or that you're never gonna reach the level of success or financial stability that you want for yourself, that you see for yourself, and you will be able to achieve that. It's a fear of yours. So don't be a self-fulfilling prophecy and eliminate this thought of poverty, of being broke. Some of you are looking at your life where you were at the bottom and now you're at the top, and we're talking about this over the weekend. Like, look at how far Taurus has come. We started from nothing and we've built this business, or we had nothing. We were homeless at one time, and look at this fabulous house. We used to walk to work and walk to school, and now we got a new ride. We got a new chariot. So some of you, you're being celebrated, or you're looking down memory lane and looking at how far you've come. Others of you are worried and concerned about being broke or being in this state of poverty, of not having support, of not having financial security. But these are fears. I believe that these are just fears and concerns. So don't get into that mindset. It's important that you come out of that mindset. Oh, confirmation. You see, there's certain sudden changes in your circumstances that you can see now how you've been worrying for nothing, because things are not going to turn out as bad as you are thinking. Okay, we see that Taurus has a healthy ego, that you're desiring to make improvements at this time. Improvements in your house, improvements in your life, improvements in your surroundings. We see that you can be giving a fresh coat of paint to the home, or purchasing new furniture, rearranging, cleaning, spring cleaning, moving things around. But there's desires to make improvements in the home and having enough money to do this. Others of you want to make a move, and that's relocating and purchasing a new home, and that's going to improve your situation. And this is going to be possible. For some of you, you will see how 1 minute it wasn't possible, and then the next minute some money comes through, a lucky win, a good job, a good opportunity, a good offer comes your way. And this is going to allow you to make these changes in the home, or even to purchase a house for the first time, or relocate. For others of you, there may be a situation where some Tauruses will find themselves retiring. You can also be quitting, or being let go of, or being fired. For very few, I see this message, but we have to say what we see in the cards. So for some of you, you're doing very well financially. You have a great paying job, or you have a job of long standing, and overnight this company goes bankrupt, goes out of business, and has to let you go, or something happens within the company that they start firing people, demoting people, letting people go, and you might be one of those people that they have to let go. So you go from being employed to being unemployed. But if that happens, we say don't worry too much, as you're going to be landing other jobs. Other jobs are going to be coming through. Even if the first job you take doesn't pay you what you were getting paid before, or what you would like to get paid, it's gonna hold you until you find that job that you do want. But you will not be unemployed for long, and you won't be out of money for long. But we see that our Tauruses are making a lot of improvements in their lives, while some Tauruses are experiencing success, talking about the days they were broke and now they're rich and they're doing financially well, okay? Or at least they're middle class, they moved on up, while other Tauruses are reinventing themselves, starting from zero, starting from scratch, starting over, because overnight a company goes out of business, or they start laying people off, demoting people, firing people, because the company itself is not doing well, or they're just cutting people to save money, to put more money in their pockets. But we see that if that does occur, little bulls, you're going to be able to land another job fairly quickly. The first one you accept may not pay you what you want, but it's going to take care of those bills in the meantime, while you keep on searching for the job that you do want, the position that you do want, that's going to pay you what you want to get paid. As we said, this is the moon. There's things unknown. There's things going on behind your back. There's manipulation. There's lies. There's corruption that's happening within a company, a group, a society. And this is what happens, that they get exposed, or because they're running a crooked business, they're letting people go who are honest, who speak out against corruption. So if they feel like you a goody two shoes, right? Or that you could be a possible whistleblower, or you're one of those people, Taurus, that you get paid a high salary, they want to get rid of those that are receiving the highest salaries at this time. They want to cheat people at this time where you are working. So there's things going on here at work, in an organization, within a system that is very underhanded. You're not aware of it because you hold yourself to a high standard. You don't need to do these crooked businesses or schemes. And rejection is God's protection. If you get fired, if you get let go, then this is a corrupt business that's gonna go down in flames sooner or later. And you don't want to be complicit to that. You don't want to go down with the ship. So if you're being let go or being fired at this time, it's gonna be a blessing, and you might not see it at the moment, but you will find out about it later on when your company shows up on the news as being corrupt. Or you're gonna find out through a coworker that stays behind that a company is crooked and corrupt as hell. And it's good that you got out of there. When it comes to love and romance, we see that the connections with hubby, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, family, there's a lot of improvements in these relationships at this time. So they're your base. They're your support. They're your cheerleaders. They're the ones who love you, the ones who care about you, the ones that are going to be there in times of trouble, in times of lack, in times of poverty, in times of difficulties. You are always loved, respected, no matter if you fall on hard times, no matter if you lose your job, no matter what, Taurus, you are loved and highly respected by those that you reside with, those in your family, those you share your heart with. This is a weekend where people are going to be speaking from the heart. There's going to be declarations of love, feelings being spoken about. There's going to be a lot of romance this weekend. So cherish those that love you and cherish those that you love this weekend and spend time with them. Have conversations with them. Be vulnerable. Put your heart on your sleeve, as those that love you are going to be doing the same this weekend. And these connections are improving because you are opening up and they are opening up to you at this time. And if you're going through a very difficult time, you're falling on hard times, your family will be the ones that are going to come through for you. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, they're going to be very supportive at this time. Yes, you see, your husband, your wife, they're going to be very supportive. Your sister, your mother, your auntie, they're going to be very, very supportive at this time. Now, for some of you, for some Tauruses, you're going to find out that you have a secret crush. Someone is in love with you in secret. They have loved you for a very long time. They have been wanting to be with you for a very long time, for many, many moons, many, many years. And this weekend, they might be letting you know how much they love you. Or you may be even recognizing that somebody has deep feelings for you that you wasn't noticing before. And the time is now. The time is now for love. The time is now for love. There are certain opportunities that will have to be missed. And because they're no good for you. So there are some opportunities coming your way that you should let go. You should not take up on certain opportunities that are offered to you at this time because they're not up to your standards, okay? Then they don't pay you your worth, or they don't honor you, or the opportunity and the offer is beneath you, Taurus, and you should let this opportunity go to somebody else because it doesn't suit you, or it doesn't fit you, or it doesn't honor you. You're going through a transformation at this time. You're going through a transformation. You're becoming more independent. You're becoming a leader at this time. You no longer want to be confined. You no longer want to be anybody's servant. You no longer want to answer to anybody else's demands. So you may be becoming entrepreneurs, starting your own businesses, or just detaching from people, places, and things at this time so you can have your independence, so you can get out of suffocation, confinement, servitude, out of people's demands. There is some inner change going on within you. You're feeling confident. You're feeling sure about yourself. You honor and respect yourselves. You are changing, growing, transforming at this time. You refuse to just go along to get along, or go along with whatever is thrown your way. You are being choosy and picky about your jobs, about your relationships, about where you live. You're being very choosy and picky at this time, my little bulls, because you want only the best. You want only the best at this time, and you will not give in to anything less. All right, leave it in the comment section, my little bulls. That has been your weekly tea, and until we sip tea together again, Taurus, may you have a blessed weekend, and we thank you again for reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. It is truly an honor. May you enjoy your weekend. Ciao, little bulls. Geminis, my fabulous twins. Welcome back, Gemmies, to Kettle Messages Tarot live with your Oracle and Reader the Gemstar. I'm here to spill the tea with you once again, live on Kettle Messages Tarot. We want to thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, joining our sacred space, welcoming us into yours, checking out the community section, and reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. We thank you so much for your patronage, and we look forward to booking your next reading with us. So we thank you very much, my fabulous twins. Let's see what's going on this weekend. Okay, so some of you are coming out of bad health, or at this time you need medical attention, or you need to go to the hospital. Whether this is you going through bad health or someone close to you that's going through bad health, there may be someone bedridden at home or in a hospital at this time. Someone here may be even suing for a malpractice suit. Some of you are worried and concerned if you have some legal situation going on, if you're in court, if you're being suing somebody, or there's some legal documents that you're waiting a response on. There's some legal concerns at this time that may be causing you sleepless nights, insomnia, drinking, smoking, overeating, worry, your hair's falling out, you are exhausted but you can't fall asleep because you're pacing back and forth because you're worried. If I'm speaking to those Geminis, then there's a need to relax, take things one step at a time, one issue at a time. Don't worry yourself, don't stress yourself. You're affecting your health by worry and stress at this time. Others of you may be concerned over a partner's health or legal issues, or a family member's health or legal issues, but there seems to be a lot of worry and concern over legal issues or someone's health, or because someone is going through certain legalities. This is causing ill health. Let's dig a little deeper into this tea and let's see what's going on here. But for some of you, there's a patriarch, there's a male in your life that's going through difficulties. They're afraid of going to jail, or they're afraid of getting sued, or they're afraid that their legal paperwork is going to get rejected, or that they may be deported. And this is affecting their health. They need your support. They need your understanding. They need your wisdom. They need a friend at this time. Geminis, they need a friend at this time. Yes, someone here is very sensitive at this time, extremely hurt, and this is causing depression, ill health. Someone's pet could have died. Someone could have stolen somebody's pet. Somebody could be taking somebody to court over a death of a pet or the theft of a pet. This is heartbreaking if this is your pet that somebody has killed, injured, or stolen. This is depressing, and this is heartbreaking for some Geminis. For other Geminis coming through this reading, it is not you going through this, but somebody is having a real bad go of it. They can't get out of bed. They can't get to the hospital. They have to have a nurse come visit them at home. Some of them are in ICU or are in the hospital, and they're stuck there for a while because they're going through some type of surgery or some type of treatment for bad health. And this person is hurting. They're sensitive at this time. They need love and support at this time. Someone else may be going through a legal situation, incarceration, or being sued, or worried that they're going to go to jail or get deported, or their paperwork get rejected. There's a lot of drama here going on, Geminis, and it may not be yours. They may be reaching out to you for support, or telepathically trying to contact you with their mind, calling you. Please come, Geminis. I need help. I need assistance at this time. I need some good advice, or I need somebody to lean on at this time. I can't take care of myself. I'm bedridden. I'm in a hospital. I'm feeling depressed, horrible, scared, lonely. Yes, oh my God, confirmation. Somebody is depressed. They're depressed. Somebody needs counseling, therapy at this time. They need a doctor. They need a hospital. They need a counselor. They need a therapist. They need a support group at this time. Some people that you're dealing with, if this is not you, Gemini, the people that you're dealing with are really going through it at this time. Some people are afraid to go to jail. Some people are afraid of getting sued. Some people are afraid that they get deported, locked up, and they're in mental distress. Somebody else here may be going through bad health. They can't even leave the house or leave the hospital. They have to have 24/7 nurse care, nurse aid by them because they're going through it at this time. Somebody here may even be close to their death, and they're feeling lonely. They're feeling depressed. They're feeling extremely sensitive, hurt, alone at this time, and they need love, compassion, empathy, companionship. They need someone at this time. They need someone at this time. And if this is occurring to some of my Geminis, where you're going through a legal situation, it's affecting your health, or you're going through health issues and it's affecting you, it's important that you get therapy and counseling to deal with this and not allow it to get any worse. But people are going through it at this time, Geminis. Yeah, see, somebody here doesn't feel stable. They don't feel secure. Somebody here feels like they don't have much time on earth, okay? Much time left with the living, and they need support and they need love. They need people come to their side. They need people to come to their aid. They need people to show up and show love and tenderness and empathy and compassion. They're calling out for this. They're depressed at this time. They are so hurt. They are feeling so alone. Others, they're going to be removed out of your life, or you will need to remove yourself away from certain people's lives, connections that have been long-standing, friendships, relationships, situations that you have had with others for many, many years are now being released and let go of at this time, as they no longer offer support or security. But someone here is feeling like they don't have support, They don't have security. They're feeling sensitive, hurt, depressed, needing therapy, needing love. They can be going through legal situations, bad health, money and financial situations, but they're not feeling stable. They're not feeling emotionally well balanced. Their emotions are all over the place. Oh, see, lost. Okay, people are going through a lot of loss, a lot of stress. This is causing depression. This is causing bad health for someone here, Geminis. Maybe you, maybe the people that you're dealing with. But there are people even at a distance from you. They don't even live with you. You don't even live with them. You live at a distance from them. Or you haven't heard from them in a long time. And they're going through major losses. I mean, losses to their health, losses to their finances. They're in legal situations at this time. They are stressed out, worried, concerned. Something has been eating at someone's health, someone's finances, someone's stability and security. You can have energy vampires around you at this time, feeding off of you financially or feeding off of you energetically. And this is what's making you sick. And this is what's causing problems and drama in your life, in your home, in your finances, in your relationships. There's a need to cleanse, purify, protect, shield yourselves, put protections up, start praying, okay? Start having faith. Remove yourself from those that cause you stress, depression, loss, that hurt your feelings, that let you down, that don't love you, that are not supportive, that don't show up with the love, that don't bring stability into your life, that don't bring security into your life, that you can't see a future with them in your life, Geminis. It's time to free yourself and release yourself from certain people, places, and situations that are only draining you and making you sick. For some Geminis, making you sick, depressed, causing you problems, all kind of problems. Get away. You see, get away from people. You need to use this scythe. Use this scythe. You know, if this is you who are going through bad health, legal issues, you're feeling hurt, and people are attacking you, people are stealing from you, bringing you depression and stress. If this is you and your energy, these people are still in your life or are energetically still connected to you. You have to do a cutting of the cords. You have to do a separation between you and energy vampires. You and energy vampires, because they're only making you sick. You can even be getting, magically attacked by certain people. And so you need to do your protection. You need to call on your ancestors, your spirit guides, whoever you call on to protect you. Call. You see? This is the time. We said it. You have to finish certain unions, certain connections. You have to stop feeling guilty for living your own life or wanting your own life. You see what was right underneath? Triumph. As we said, if you are going through certain difficulties in your life, these difficulties are not made by you. They are being brought onto you by others. Okay, energy vampires, haters, the evil eye, people doing spells, or people just wanting to manipulate, use you, cheat you, abuse you. And you have to lift your anchor and get away from these people. Get away. Do not feel any guilt. Use the scythe to cut the cords that are binding you to people who are feeding off of your energy, feeding off of your security and your stability. Cut them out. Go no contact. Get far away from these energy vampires. You will triumph. You will have justice. If you are in a legal situation, you will have justice. You will receive rewards, and you will have times to celebrate. But in order to have this justice, to receive these rewards, to have times of celebration and triumph, you must not feel guilty for saying no, cutting people off, and leaving people behind. There are situations, relationships, friendships, connections that are ending now. You are still attached to some of these users and losers and energy vampires that want to manipulate and take advantage of your energy, of your stability, and your security. So cut them out. Cut them out. Yeah, riddle me this, riddle me that. They're going to want to confuse you. They're trying to test you here because they don't believe that you're going to be able to break free from them, because you've been in their life for a long time. They've been in your life for a long time. They've built connections with you, and they feel like you're not going to be able to decipher who the energy vampire is, and you're not going to be able to cut them out. But you will. You will. The only thing that's keeping you at this time from cutting people out of your life is this sense of guilt. And you're going to have to do away with that guilt and put certain connections to an end, and put distance between you and people who want nothing more than to take from you, because they can see that you are triumphant, and because justice is playing a big role in your life right now. Justice is on your side. Fairness is on your side. And that's why the universe is saying, we're doing our part, Geminis, but you got to do yours. You got to physically cut away from certain people, places, and situations at this time in order for you to have times of celebration, reward, and triumph. That has been your weekend tea on Until We Sip Tea together again, my fabulous twins. May you have a fun-filled weekend and a blessed one. Ciao, Gemmies. Cancer, my little crabs. Cancerian sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Welcome back to another live Kettle Messages Tarot with your Oracle and Rita the Gemstar. I'm here back to spill your weekend tea with you, little crabs. And I want to thank you for commenting, sharing, subscribing, joining our sacred space, welcoming us into yours, checking out our community section for the Kettle-Scopes, and for your patronage, for reaching out to us for your own personal private readings with me. I want to thank you so much. It's been an honor, and I look forward to spilling private tea with you again in the future. So thank you for your patronage, Cancer. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What is the weekend tea for my little crabs at this time? There's a mature woman, a mother, a auntie, a friend that's older than you who is thinking about you at this time. They're thinking about sending you money, or this is a mom, a grandma, a auntie, a family member, or a friend waiting for you to send them some financial support. But I feel like someone here is definitely going through a financial difficult time, Cancer, and they might need your help financially. This may be a grandmother, a mother, aunt, a sister, but a cousin, but it's definitely a female in your life that has fallen on hard times financially, and they need some financial assistance, some financial generosity and help at this time, and they're hoping that you can help them out. Either they're aware that you've come into some money, or that you get paid pretty well and that you may have extra money to spare, and they're going to be reaching out for some financial assistance, for some financial help, or they're going to count on you knowing that they're going through a financial difficult situation and hoping that you can extend your hand in help and assistance, especially financially, because somebody here is going through a very financial difficult situation, but they're not telling anybody. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this person, Cancerians, they may have a lot of pride. They may have a lot of pride. At one time, they may have had a lot of money or did very well financially, but something has happened and occurred in their life that they're no longer financially stable, or they no longer are making this type of money, but they don't want to let anybody know. They don't want to let anybody know that they've fallen on hard times, and they're hoping that you can sense it for some reason. For some reason, this person, they think you know, or you can sense that they're going through a financially difficult time, and that you can offer them financial help, but they're too proud to ask, Cancer. And so they would want you to just send them a nice gift, okay? A nice financial gift. Oh, my goodness. For some of you, especially my male Cancerians, the female have been overspending or not managing the finances well, and they're worried and concerned about telling you that they've overspent or they've been careless with the savings, and they're hoping that you just replenish the account without saying anything. Oh wow. Somebody here has a lot of pride. Somebody here doesn't want to speak up that they've done something financially wrong, or they've lost their financial standing some way, somehow, and they need financial help. They expect you to be a psychic. They expect you to be a mind reader and know that they are in need. But confirmation that they need help financially. They need you to help them financially. And that's because they know that you're responsible, Cancer. Wow. They know that you keep a close eye on your money bag and you spend wisely. You've mastered your finances. You've given yourself a nice financial cushion to fall on. But that doesn't mean that because you have these savings, or because you have some extra money stashed, or you make some extra money, it doesn't matter however you have your money or are getting your money. What matters here is that somebody knows you financially do well, or you have money, and they want you to sense that they need it. It's like, why Cancer hasn't sent me that check? Why Cancer hasn't sent me some money? And this can be a female family member, or a female friend, or someone close to you. But it's definitely a female in your life, a matriarch that's going through poverty at this time, going through, have hit rock bottom financially, and they're too prideful to tell anybody. So they just hope that you can psychically sense that they need this money, and you write that check, or you send that Cash App or that PayPal right away. Right away, Cancer, because they need it. They need it. They're just not telling anybody. Yeah, they need it, or they're going to get kicked out of their house. They're going to have to sell their house, or relocate, or move, even move in with you, Cancer. because they're getting kicked out of their house, or they fallen on hard times. They can't pay their rent. They can't sustain themselves. They can't financially take care of themselves. And so they may be asking to move in with you. Okay? Or you're going to find out that somebody has lost their home, or is losing their home, or is losing their stability. Somebody here is going through major changes that because of a financial loss, they got to relocate, they got to move, they got to ask for a loan, for a handout, for financial help, for financial assistance. And it's difficult for this person. It's hard, believe me. It's hard. They feeling it because they're very prideful. They take a lot of pride in themselves. And, you know, having to beg, having to ask for a handout, having to ask for financial assistance, for them, it's shameful. It's a stain on their reputation, on their name. And also for some Cancerians, this person is hoping you send them money because they found out that you've come into some money, and they found out that you're relocating, moving, traveling, going on vacation. Don't post on Instagram. Don't post on social media. Don't tell anybody you're relocating or you're moving, especially a matriarch that is financially going through difficult times. Oh, there's the money. There it goes, the fish. Confirmation. You are coming into some money. Don't know where exactly this money is coming from. It could come from an inheritance. It could come from a pay raise. It could come from a legal settlement. It can come from something you sell, okay? Or a service you provide and you get paid for. But you are definitely getting financial help. You are definitely coming into some money, Cancer. And this is allowing you to come out of a state of poverty. This is allowing you to travel, to relocate, to plan for the future, to expand on your family, to have a baby, or to start your own business. And someone else that knows you in the family, a close friend, your neighbor, somebody here, a matriarch, a female, a woman, knows that you are coming into money. They know some way, somehow. Either you posting it on social media, or they're looking in their crystal ball, or in their candle flames, or whatever. But they are finding out that you are coming into some money. Don't talk about your money. Don't post about your money, your successes, whatever. Your new car, your new house, your new clothes, your new style. Don't post your abundance. Don't post anything about your abundance. Don't speak on your abundance. Because somebody here wants it, expects it. They're not going to ask for it, but they know you got it to spare, and they're just waiting for you to send them a check. But you're using your money for your children, for this new baby, for this new business, for this new house. Yes, they gossiping about you, gossiping. Yeah, you release yourself from a burden. You're being released out of poverty. You're coming out of poverty. You're coming out of hard financial difficulties. You are coming out of a financially difficult situation, and you're coming into a good sum of money that's going to allow you to start a new life, a new beginning, making a move, having children, or building your own business, or going abroad. But for you to create a positive change in your life, and when this is seen, someone else is going to want a slice of your pie. But hey, not your problem, not your burden, not your grief. It's not your problem. And someone may be even upset about that, Cancer. Like Cancer can, you see, servant. They may be in servitude. They may be in servitude at this time. While you're coming into some money, while you can live a free life, independent, travel, do your own thing. This person, because they don't have the financial stability or the financial means at this time, they are confined to their home, confined to their space, confined to their environment, confined to their situation. They're feeling like a slave, a servant. People are putting a lot of demands on this person. They have a lot of responsibilities that they can't live up to at this time. They are stressed. They are miserable, depressed. They need help. They need aid. And they're hoping they get it from you. But you see, they're going to be, they're feeling like you've left them behind. You've forgotten them. Now that you're doing well, now that you have your own car, your own house, your independence, your own business, somebody here feels left behind, forgotten, and they're blaming you for their hard times, for their misery. And they're going to eventually reach out, but they're going to reach out very nice, very complimentary. Oh, Cancer, I love what you've done with the place. Oh, Cancer, congratulations on this, on that. But deep down inside, they want what you have. They're hoping that you hit them off. Hoping that you take them in to live with you. But this person has absolutely no faith, no courage. They've given up hope. They don't even pray anymore. They're feeling weak. They're feeling hopeless. They're feeling confined. They're feeling outcast, forgotten, left behind, Cancer. And they're hoping that, you know this, and that you take action on making things right with them. And that's by either taking them in to live with you or helping them out financially. Because to them, you got it like that and you can spare it. So why be greedy? Why not share the wealth? Let us know, Cancer, in the comments section. That has been your weekend tea, and until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed one. Ciao. Leos, my kings and queens of the jungle. Lion and lionesses, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Welcome back to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gem Star. And I'm here to spill the weekend tea once again with the lion and lionesses. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, being part of our sacred space, checking out the community section, checking out the shorts in the channel. And for those Leos that have reached out to the Gem Star for their own personal private readings, we thank you for your patronage. It has been an honor, and we look forward to speaking with you again in the future. So until then, we thank you very much. Leo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. It begins with the man in your life. There's a certain man in your life, or you are the male Leo. What is going on? Okay, so you're waiting on some money. You're waiting on some money, or you're going to get a raise, a bonus, a promotion, a fat check, a settlement. There's some money you're coming into, Leos. Yes. Wealthy, wealthy, wealthy. Confirmation. You are making deals, signing contracts, agreements with wealthy men at this time. There's a wealthy man coming into your life, lion and lionesses. And this man is going to help you out financially, bless you financially. They are very wealthy, very well to do, and they want to negotiate, make a deal, make a negotiation, a compromise, work something out here with you, pay you for services rendered, or write you a nice big fat check. But there's some money coming through for my Leos at this time, and the money is unexpected. You don't even expect this money. You don't expect this bonus. You don't expect this check. You don't expect this raise. It's just coming out of the blue. This wealthy man is handing over this money, is offering this money because they think that you are the ideal candidate. You are the ideal person, employee, manager, whatever. They feel like you are the one that deserves this money, deserves this check, deserves this promotion, this position. Some of you are receiving financial assistance from your grandfathers, from your fathers at this time, from your uncles, any patriarchs in your life, any males in your life at this time. Leos are going to gift you some financial blessing. They want to nurture you. They want to take care of you. They want to look out for you because they see that you are the one. They see you the one. But be careful, Leos, because everything that glitters isn't gold. Now, keep in mind that this man is wealthy, and because he's signing the check or giving you this money, they want something in return. So be careful for signing contracts with the devil and selling your soul away, because after you sign a contract or make a deal with someone and get this money, this person will become territorial and possessive. It's like, well, I support you and you a trophy husband or a trophy wife, so you're gonna have to do what I say. But keep in mind, I financially take good care of you. So financially, you're well taken care of. You don't have nothing to complain. Anything your heart desires, you can have. But you can't go anywhere. You can't just do whatever you want willy-nilly. You just not free and independent. You have to answer to me. Okay? So this can be a very possessive, territorial boss that is a stickler for his rules, and you gotta do as he say if you want to keep getting paid. This can be a boyfriend, a husband, a father, a grandfather, whoever is handing over money to you or giving money to you. In return, they expect to have a certain type of control over you because this person is very territorial. For some of you, it's a father or a grandfather that is saying, I'm going to give you this money, or I'm going to write you in the will, or I'm going to give you this check, I'm going to pay your bills, but in exchange, you have to follow these rules, or you got to pay with interest, or there's some strings attached to this money. So even though the money is good, all that glitters isn't gold in this situation, because there's strings attached here, Leos. Whether you're getting a loan from your grandfather, your father, your boss, somebody here is saying, you're going to have to pay this back one way or another. You're not just free to do whatever you want. This is a weekend also, Leos, to pay attention to your diets. Take care of yourselves. Make sure to be watching what you eat. Make sure you're getting a lot of rest. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're taking your walks, your runs, your jogs. Love to New Zealand. What's up, Melissa? Let's see. My Leos. Oh, Okay. So for some of you, you can be quitting a job, closing a cycle, putting something to an end, getting a divorce, separating from a husband, a father, a boyfriend at this time. If you are separating from someone, especially if you're going through a divorce or a separation where you guys live together and you have property and finances together, then you're going to get what's coming to you financially in this separation. But it will not be easy, okay? The negotiations won't go easy because the other person is very territorial, very possessive. They're going to be arguing for everything. Like, I want the dog, I want the car, I want the toothbrush, I want the curtains, I want. Okay? I want those slippers. I want. But you're going to be able to get what you deserve and what is yours out of this divorce or this ending. For other Leos, the situation is because you're going through a loss, because you lost a job, because you're going through a divorce, because you're closing a cycle, because something is ending. Somebody here jumps in, a male in your life, grandfather, father, uncle, boyfriend, hubby, somebody jumps in here and says, look, Leos, this was unexpected. You got fired, you got laid off, you're going through hard times. Look, I'm going to look out for you. I'm going to pay your bills. I'm going to take care of you. But we're going to have to clip your wings. You can't just do what you want. Okay? It's like, I feel this energy when parents say you have to earn your allowance. Like, I'm gonna give you this allowance, Leo, but you gotta make sure your bed is made. You gotta sweep, mop, dust. You gotta clean the tub. You gotta take out the garbage. I mean, this is what is meant by there is strings attached. I'm gonna offer you this financial help, but there's strings attached. Definitely a relationship is coming to an end. Something that you loved, whether it was a relationship, whether it was a job, whether it was a friendship, there's something emotionally that you invested in with all your heart, Leos, that is coming to an end. It's its natural time to come to an end. You've outgrown it, you've lived it up, and now it's time to part ways and say goodbye. You're going to be financially supported during this loss, during this ending in your life. But there are tears here. There are broken hearts and tears and sorrow. But, you know, for some of you, you're being released from a narcissist. I'm going to say it, the truth and nothing but the truth here. Some of you are dealing with some control freaks, some possessive people that want to own you, that want to control you, that want to manipulate you and use you and abuse you and using your love against you. And you're freeing yourself from that. You're freeing yourself from that. And you're still getting support. You're still getting support and love. You see? You're still getting support and love elsewhere. There's other relationships and connections in your life that are going to be supportive, that are committed. But someone here is not committed. They may say they want to get married. They may tell you they want to get engaged. They may tell you, but deep down inside, they don't plan a future. They don't plan an engagement. They don't plan a wedding. They don't see a future in their head. They just don't tell you. They might ghost you. They might just break up with you. They might just leave you. Or if this is something in business, you may have had a contract, a deal, or understanding, but someone here is not sticking to the deal. Someone here is saying, you know what? I'm going to pay you what I owe you. Here's your check. This is the final day of working here, you no longer need to return. But someone here is opting out of a commitment. Someone here, after committing, says, I can't go through with this, or I can't honor this commitment. Or someone entered a relationship for financial reasons. They're not really in love with someone. They're just living with someone because it's financially beneficial. And those type of connections and relationships, Leos, they don't last long because you need the love. You need the support, the compassion, the empathy, the romance. You need that love. Money is not good enough. Leo want the whole package. And so eventually this cannot be sustained. Or if you're in a relationship with someone, they're starting to notice that you're there only for financial reasons. You're not really into them. You're not attracted to them. You don't kiss them. You don't sleep with them. You don't want to have sex with them. You don't love on them. And they want to separate, and they do. Or this is you, Leos. But there are future relationships and future commitments. But at this time, there are partnerships, pacts, contracts, ending, closing, being opted out of. Yes, you're going to get a final check, but it is the end. It is over with. The job is over with. The marriage is over with. The relationship, the friendship, whatever pact, contract, partnership, deal you had with is already fulfilled. And someone says, okay, this is it. This is your cut. This is mine. And now we both go our own ways. But I feel like you will eventually get into a new connection where will end up in commitment and marriage, and maybe even with a wealthy person, or you may be that wealthy person in the future. And once you settle yourselves financially, then you'll open up yourselves to relationships, marriage, and future connections. Let's get some final messages for my Leos weekend tea. Okay, yeah. This is a test right now. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Somebody's not telling you straight up, honest truth. They're not being transparent. They're very confusing when they speak. And it's because it's difficult for them to say it's over. I'm not going to honor this contract, this deal, this relationship, this engagement, this marriage. I'm opting out. But someone is not speaking straight. Someone is not being transparent and speaking on things exactly as they are. They're giving bits and pieces. They're omitting. They're keeping things, on the wraps that you don't know about. And one of them is this divorce or this ending of a job, a contract, a partnership. Yeah. Someone is trying to put some distance between you and them, or you're the one putting your distance between you and somebody else who's playing games, who's speaking in confusing ways. Riddle me this, riddle me that. You got to figure out what they're trying to say to you. And then when you ask for a clear explanation, they just come back to you with another question, with another riddle, with another test. Oh my God. All right. Yeah, Leos, I see that you're innocent in this situation. You're innocent in this situation. You don't even know that there's a problem. You don't even know that something is coming to an end. You don't even know that you're getting dumped or fired or divorced. You just received the divorce papers out of the blue. Somebody sends a message that it's over and then just blocks you. This comes out of the blue. But it seems like whoever cuts somebody else off in this reading, they leave them with a gift or with some money. They're not going to leave somebody empty-handed. But because they're not going to fulfill a promise, then this is why they don't speak straight. Either it's difficult for them, or they can't say it to you, or they don't want you to know right now because it's not beneficial to them that you know at this time that they're going to end things. Maybe you're going to leave a job, Leos. Maybe you're going to break up, dump somebody, go no contact, quit, send some divorce papers to someone, and you're not letting them know. But whoever leaves someone here, whoever fires someone here, you're going to send somebody off with a nice care package. Like, I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't want this to happen, but we don't see any future here. I don't see any future here. All right, Leos, tell us what it's about in the comment section, okay? Let us know, my kings and queens of the jungle. But for some of you, good riddance to those toxic narcissists, those possessive, controlling partners that because they take care of you, they do what they're supposed to be doing as a partner, they think that they control your life. That has been your weekend tea, and until we sip tea together again, may you have a fun-filled, blessed weekend ahead. Ciao. Virgos, my perfectionist and practical ones of the Zodiac. Virgos, welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot Live. I'm your Oracle and Reader the Gemstar, and I'm here to spill the weekend tea with my Virgos. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Virgos, thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, checking out the community section, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into your sacred space, Virgos, reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. We thank you so very much for the patronage. Let's see, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My. Some of you are waiting to hear back from a job you applied to. Some of you are waiting to hear back from your bosses, from your supervisors, to find out if you're going to do overtime, if you have to work next week, if you have a job. But some of you are expecting some news from a labor department or an employer, or waiting for some news on the job. And the news is positive, Virgos. The news is positive. If you're waiting for a call back from an employer, don't worry, that job is coming through. If you're wanting that overtime, you're going to have it. It's coming through. If you're opening a business of your own and you're waiting to hear, then, you got your permit, your license, and you can start your business. You have great fortune and great news when it comes to business, work, and career. This is going well. If you're expecting any news on the work front, then the news is going to be very positive, and it's going to bring you some much needed money. Yes, we see great fortune. There's abundance coming your way from your hard work. Yes, some of you have worked hard on that degree, and you are going to receive a job worthy of you that's going to take your degree into account. Your schooling, your education is going to count. Your employment history is going to be taken into consideration. You are seen here as a wonderful candidate for a job, for a position, and you are hired. Some Virgos are hitting the books, are studying something new, are trying something new. Either you're going to go back to school, or you're just dabbling and studying something that you've always been interested in, never tried before, and now you're going to get into it. You are receiving unconditional love from your co-workers, from your friends, from your family at this time. You're very loved at this time, Virgos. You have a great support team, a great group of people that cheer you on, that support you. They're gonna treat you special. You are like the favorite at work, the favorite in the family, the favorite amongst your friends. You show a lot of love, a lot of care, a lot of compassion. You're a bestie here. You're a great friend, a great human being, and you are loved. And it's because you give unconditional love and support. And this is being paid back to you by the universe tenfold for all that love and for all that support you show others. At this time, you're gonna see the love from others extended back to you. You're going to be reminded that people do love you, that you are special, that you are somebody's favorite person, and you're gonna be feeling loved up at this time. You see, you're the star in somebody's life, and you are the star candidate here at work for promotion, for this job that you have applied for. You are going to be famous, or you are going to have some wish or some dream fulfilled at this time. There's some successes and honors coming to you. Some of you, there's some graduations happening, so congratulations. So for others of you, there's promotions, or you're finally opening a business of your own. Congratulations on that. But your star is shining right now, and you're getting a lot of support at this time, or you will get a lot of support. There's a lot of people around you right now loving on you, wanting to love on you, Virgos. Some of you, there's a pregnancy. Congratulations. For others of you, as we said, you're starting new jobs, a new business, a new adventure, a new life, a new spiritual awakening is happening at this time. There's new beginnings for Virgos. New beginnings for Virgos. And this is going to bring a renewed energy to you. And there's going to be a lot of love and support in this new environment you spend time in, or you go to, or this new job. This new business that you're starting and you're opening up is your baby. And you're going to do very, very well. You're going to be very well known. Your business is going to be well known. You are going to be well known. One of your children are very, very blessed. And they may turn out to be superstars and famous, Virgos. Maybe you have nieces and nephews as well. But there's a blessed child in the family. There's a lot of talk. A lot of communication this weekend, getting together, celebrating successes, celebrating new beginnings, celebrating abundance and great fortune at this time. For some of you, this great fortune is all the unconditional love and support that you have. You don't need to be, financially rich, but you're rich in other ways. You have unconditional love and support from people, and that fulfills you. That's abundant in your life. For others of you, it is money, because you studied, you worked hard. This abundance, this great fortune that's coming to you, it's because you planted good seeds in the past. So you're seeing fruition for all the good deeds that you've done in the past, and now are being reciprocated and returned to you by the universe. All right, Virgos. People are talking about you, talking about this new Virgo that they see, a new beginning in Virgo, changes Virgos are making. They're going to school, or they're loving on themselves. They're taking good care of themselves. They're treating themselves right. They're treating other people right. And this is why you are on people's lips, on people's mind. You are no longer the underdog. Now you have equality. What you give out is now being reciprocated and returned to you by the universe. This is destined for you at this time. So what's destined for you at this time is to get this degree, to become scholars, to get wishes and dreams to come true at this time, to have your star of fame rise, to have this new beginning, to have this baby, to have this new business. But this is all destined for you at this time. As we said, you have sown good karma, okay? And so dharma is coming back right now, and just sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle abundance all over your reading. You are no longer the underdog, okay? People are talking about your changes, Virgos. You have made so many sacrifices for others in the past, and now you are being blessed. You are being protected. You are being blessed. The universe is looking out for you. You are going through a time of healing, of growth, of awakening, of evolution. You are giving birth to new and exciting things, whether it's a baby of your own, or whether it's a new project or business, or even a new you. This is bringing you a lot of attention, a lot of love. All the sacrifices you have made in the past, all those sacrifices that you made isolating yourself, not going to those parties, not hanging out with those friends, just studying to get that degree so that you can land this fabulous job that's coming through. You have made so many sacrifices. You made promises to yourself and you have kept them. You have went through an ordeal. You have given up much. But for all you given, much is going to be returned at this time. That has been your weekend tea. And until we sip tea together again, Virgos, may you have a blessed and fun-filled weekend ahead. Thank you for supporting the channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, stopping by, and having some tea with us. Ciao. Libra, my scales of justice. Laying down the law, laying down the justice. With Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Libra, I want to thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into yours, reaching out to us for your own personal private readings with me. Thank you so much for the patronage. I look forward to reading personal readings for you guys. So thank you very, very much. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What are the energies? Okay, you have an older female in your life. This can be you. This can be mom, grandma. Okay, yeah, so I feel that you're the privileged lady here and you're dealing with a matriarch that's waiting for you to reach out to them. Okay, Libra, so somebody is waiting for you to visit. Somebody's waiting for you to call. You may also be waiting for somebody to visit or call you. But someone here is looking at someone else like, oh, they're sitting pretty. Oh, Libra, aren't you doing well? Aren't you privileged? Don't you look fabulous? Aren't you living the fabulous life? And they're wanting to hear from you. They're like, Libra forgot about me. Libra, you forgot about somebody. You got famous. You moved on up. And you forgot about the people. You forgot about the people. You forgot about the hood. What happened? Oh, you see something that nobody else is seeing. Your intuition is telling you either not to reach out to someone, not to visit someone, or to think before you reach out to someone or you visit someone. Let's see why. Because it says here that you need to follow your intuition, that you're seeing something that somebody else doesn't see. Okay, so you recognize your own rights, your own sense of entitlement. You have the right to live the type of life you want to live. If you want to live in a mansion, whose business is that? Right? You're the one paying the bills. If you want to travel, if you want to buy a house, if you want to build a gazebo in the back of your house, if you want to install a pool, if you want to put a golf course on your property, whose business is that? You are also recognizing that you have certain rights to an inheritance, or you have certain rights to a property or to some money. You are entitled to something, and people here hope that you don't see it or you don't know that, so they could get away with it and keep it for themselves. But yeah, you see it, and you're gonna get what's owed to you. You're gonna get what belongs to you. You have rights. And if something belongs to you, it's left to you, it's an inheritance to you, Libra, your rights are to receive that. And for other Libras, you have the right to spend your money however you please, to do with your life whatever you want, as long as you're not stepping on anybody's toes. But obviously, somebody here feels left out, okay? They feel left out, like you've forgotten them. Yeah. They see that you've increased your value, your worth, you moved on up. But somebody here feels like you don't remember the little people. Oh my. They want you to remember when you were broke, Libra. Remember those times, Libra, when you were broke, when you had no job, when you were homeless, when you had no money to put food on the table. Remember when you used to count on us. Remember when you used to reach out to us. Remember when you needed us. What happened to reciprocation? What happened to showing the love? What happened to sharing the wealth? Let us know, Libra. What is going on? They want you to share the wealth, Libra. Share the wealth. And Libra's like, what? Honey, I see something that you don't. There's a reason why you don't want to share the wealth. You're seeing something that nobody else sees. You know something nobody else knows. So if you don't want to give this person your money, your time, your attention, you don't want to increase their pockets, you have your reasons. Oh, let's see. What are the reasons? Because you're not telling. You're just standing in your own right. You're saying, I worked hard for everything I have. I don't have to give no explanation. That's why, Libra. That's why we can't see what it is that you see that nobody else sees. Because you feel like ain't nobody's business anyway. You don't have to give an explanation. All right. I'm not hating on that, Libra. You don't want to give no explanation? Ooh, bam. Yes, lay down the law, lay down the justice, lay down that gavel on that damn snake head. Crush that snake head, Libra. Yes, Libra. Oh my goodness, you see it. We said, Libra, what is it that you see that you're not telling us that nobody else sees? Because people are expecting you to look out for them. But you no longer have any contact with them. You're not looking out for them. You're not going back to the past. You're not sharing the wealth. You don't feel like you got to give any explanation, any excuse. And now we see why. Because you feel like somebody is fake. Somebody's a snake. Somebody's a manipulator. Somebody's a user. Somebody is an enemy. Somebody's a rival. Somebody is jealous. Somebody is a hater. Somebody can't just wait to hurt you, to harm you, to bring you down. Okay, so for some Libras, somebody who didn't support you in the past, now that you are living the life, right? Now that you've made something out of yourself, now they want to be your friend. Now they know you. Now they want you to remember the good old times. Remember the times. Do you remember the times? That's what they want you to do. They want you to remember the times. But when they ask you to remember the times, what you remember is how they betrayed you, how they stabbed you in the back, how they slammed the door in your face when you knocked and you asked for help, when they refused to give you a plate of food when you were hungry, when they refused to give you $1 when you was in need, when they refused to give you Pampers or milk for your child because you have fallen on hard times. They refused to even babysit. They refused. They did things to you in the past that conveniently they're not remembering, that they're leaving out. They're just telling you, hey, remember those 1 or 2 or 3 times that I looked out for you. But Libra, you're like, what about all the times you slammed the door in my face? What about all the times you rejected me, neglected me, manipulated me, abused me, stabbed me in the back, betrayed me? What about those times? I don't have to give you no explanation. I don't have to give you no money. I don't have to invite you to my parties. I don't have to invite you to my gazebo. All right, Libra. Lay down that law. Lay down the justice. That's right. You have the key. You have the key, Libra. You have the answer for whatever they got to say. You got to answer. And at the end of the day, you can use this key or not. You can let them stay with you or not. You can let them stay in your guest house or not. You can help them or not, because you hold the key. This old woman in your life, this older woman in your life is a snake. They conveniently forget all the abuse, all the neglect in the past. They just want you to remember where you came from. I gave birth to you, Libra. You owe me. I helped you out that one time, Libra. You owe me. And you're like, I don't owe you a damn thing. I got the key to my own life. I got the key to my car. I got the key to my house. I got the key to my life. I got the key. I hold the answers. And you have no right to ask me for anything or ask anything about my life. All right, Libra. Oof, Libra, you is coming through strong. You is coming through strong. There she is again. There she is again, Libra. It's definitely a female in your life. A matriarch, grandma, mama, auntie, cousin, sister, whoever you grew up with, that they feel like they were taking care of you, or you were under their ward, or you were under their responsibility. They raised you. They looked out for you. But they're forgetting the abuse. How convenient for them. They're forgetting when they betrayed you, when they let you down, when they refuse to give you a key to their house, when they refuse to give you the key to their heart, to their life. They forget. But now they see you privileged. They see you in that nice house, riding that car, having all that money in the bank. Now, oh, Libra, we love you, Libra. We love you so much, Libra. We value you, Libra. We value you. Of course they value you. Now they do. They want you to share the wealth. Share the wealth. And Libra's like, you better watch out before I smack this gavel down in your fat, flat head of yours. You damn cobra. You damn black, venomous snake, you. What are they, black and red or black and yellow? The venomous snakes, the poisonous snakes. And Libra's like, I'm gonna smack it down. Oh yeah. You're nurturing yourself right now. You are balancing yourself out. You are healing yourself. You're taking good care of yourself. You have equilibrium in your life. Your life is back in balance. You have control of things. You have the key. You hold the key. You hold the key. You bring the balance. You bring the substance. You bring the stability. You bring the privilege. It's a privilege to be with Libra. It's a privilege to be in Libra's presence. It's a privilege to be in Libra's life. So because it's a privilege to be in Libra's life, then Libra gets to pick and choose who they want to have in their life, who goes and continues on their journey with Libra. You just can't invite yourself, Libra says. All right, Libra, you is a healing. You say no, no, no. You can't have no access, no. No, you don't feel guilty, Libra. Oh my goodness, you is done. This is over and done with. No explanation needed. You is unbothered. You is done, finished with this connection, this union, this relationship, these guilt trips that they're trying to lay on you. Oh, Libra, remember when? And Libra says, because remember, Libra has all the answers. And Libra says, well, do you remember when? Do you remember when you was a snake in the grass? Do you remember? Because I do. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with the ex. I don't want nothing to do with the mama, the grandmama, the auntie, the whoever raised me, because they forgetting how much they abused me, how much they starved me. And now they want me to feel guilty because I'm doing well and I don't share the wealth. They're expecting, and Libra, you are leaving them. They are waiting. They're waiting. They're waiting for you to increase their life with your privilege, with your wealth, with your success. They're waiting for you to sprinkle some of your fairy dust their way. And they're going to be waiting a long time, Libra. Because you say no, you say it's done, over with, you feel no guilt, you don't want to have no relationship with this person, you want absolutely no contact with this person. When this person comes in your life, they set you off balance, they make you upset, they don't bring any substance into your life, they just bring misery, snakery. Yes, you have the courage. You have the courage to break free, walk away, and never look back. Woo-hoo. Leave it in the comments section, my scales of justice. You is definitely laying the law, laying the justice, smacking snakes from left to right. Pow, pow, pow. Just smacking them with your gavel. And you're saying, no explanation needed. I did it because I could. There you go, Libra. We ain't hating. We support you. That has been your weekend tea on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader and Oracle, the Gem Star. Have fun this weekend and have a blessed one. Ciao. Scorpios, my deep, dark, mysterious ones of the Zodiac. All right, detectives. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? All right, let's see what's going on for my Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We want to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into yours, checking out our community section, checking out the shorts, reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. All my information is in the description box below. And I thank you so much for your patronage. I really do enjoy doing personal readings. There's so much, a very different energy. So much more in depth. All right, you're putting an end to waiting for a man. All right, I'm loving that energy right away. Scorpio, you wait on no man, right? You wait on no one. For some of you, especially if you have had a loved one pass on and they're on the other side now, they're in the spirit world at this time, you can expect to have ghost visitors from an ex or a husband or a wife or boyfriend or girlfriend that has passed on to the other side. You may get a whiff of their cologne. You may hear their favorite song, their favorite sport may just pop up on the TV. But there's going to be a lot of reminders of someone who has passed on. You may get visits from grandparents, your ancestors, your spirit guides, but this person is showing up in male form. So definitely it could be a male that has passed on. For others of you, you're waiting to hear from somebody who you've been seeing, who you've been dating, or just that you have a deal, or you're just waiting for some news from them and you haven't heard from them. It's like they disappeared. They're not communicating. They're not reaching out. You yourself may be done and over with waiting for somebody. Some of you are no contact with your grandfather or your father at this time. Your father wants to hear from you, or you want to hear from your father, or there's a lack of communication with your fathers at this time. You may be worried and concerned also, Scorpios, for those of you that your fathers are still alive, well and kicking, that they're getting up there in age and that you have to plan their funeral, that you got to check out certain plots. Okay, we can be discussing wills. You're very concerned and worried that your fathers are going to pass soon. Let's dig a little deeper in this, because there's several messages coming through with these three cards. But for some of you, it's somebody who has already passed on. From the spirit world, they're going to be communicating with you through signs, through smells, through music, through taste, through a lot of ways. Just pay attention to the signs. If this is a paranormal thing, a ghost thing that you're getting visited by. For others of you, you're just waiting to hear from somebody because you need communication to know what's going on, but somebody is gone no contact. For others of you, you may be expecting someone to come back, and that person may have already decided that it's done and over with. And other Scorpios coming out here is that they have had a lack of communication with their grandfather, their father, their brother, and there's a need to communicate, or you're waiting for communication. Or they're waiting for communication from you, Scorpios, okay? Let's continue. Oh, my. Okay, so daddies and grandpas got money. They well off. If they're retired, they got money to live off of. They're taken care of financially. Oh, okay. So for some Scorpios, you're waiting to hear from a male that they're going to give you a loan, that they're going to give you some money, that they're going to leave you in a will, or that there's some type of payoff coming from a patriarch at this time, a male in your life. And I see you very, very happy here to know that you're going to be financially taken care of in a time of loss. Some Scorpios here are going to make money through an inheritance from a will. Others of you, there's someone here that because they do financially well for themselves, unbeknownst to you, they may send you money. They may send money your way. For others of you, you're still waiting. You're still waiting. And for some of you, you're even worried if you gave someone money, if you signed a contract or you made a deal with somebody and they started some work on your house, or they started some paperwork, or they supposed to pay you back, you're worried and concerned because you haven't heard from this person. And this person has, you feel at this point, has run away with your money. Okay? Someone here feels like they got robbed, like they got stiffed, or somebody here is waiting for a contract or an agreement to be fulfilled because you've already made the first payment, and somebody is not returning your calls. So you feel like you just got scammed out of some money. For some Scorpios, there's a scam going on here, and somebody duped you and ran away with your money. For others of you, if you've hired a contractor to do some work for you and you haven't heard from this person has had a family emergency, but they will finish the job. They just haven't gotten in contact because they have a family emergency. But for other Scorpios, there is like a con game going on here, or somebody running away with somebody's money. So be careful with any deals that you're making with somebody at this time, because they're looking real happy with this money, but they're not showing up. You don't hear from them. They already got the money. This person already got the money. And now that they got the money, you don't hear from them no more. For others of you, especially if somebody is working on something for you, like they started a contract, but they have had a death in the family or some type of family emergency. Now those will come back and finish the job. Those will eventually reach out to you. But in other situations, this person has taken your money and you will not hear from this person. You will sit there and wait and wait and wait because they already got away with what they wanted. You see, feeling left out. Feeling left out or being kept in the dark. Things going over your head. Yeah, somebody just scammed somebody here out of money, out of finances. Somebody didn't tell you to read the fine print, or somebody kept something to themselves in this agreement, in this deal. Or you could have just lent somebody money and they didn't tell you that they were going to break out with this money, that you were never going to see this money, that they were never going to pay you this money back. But somebody here is left out of somebody else's money. Whether this is something that was owed to you, was needed to be paid back to you, or you're waiting on this money. This person has no intentions of giving you this money. They have no intentions. They got children to take care of. They got issues. They got problems in their life. And this is what they're doing. They're going around scamming people, especially if you're up there in age. There's a lot of people out here, as cruel and as mean as it is. They take advantage of the elderly. They go in their house to do work. They steal from them, or they say they're gonna do some work for them. Give me a payment up front, and they just go and take that money, and you never see these people again. There are people out here who do take advantage of the elderly, and someone here looks like they just got scammed out of some money. Others are waiting for a call from somebody and they're getting ghosted. Either this person got some family issues that they're dealing with, or baby mama, baby daddy drama they're dealing with, and that's why you haven't heard from them. But this weekend, you won't be hearing from this person because they're trying to avoid stress. They're trying to avoid stress. Some of them have legal issues going on. As we said, some of you Scorpios, you got taken into a Ponzi scheme, or you got taken into some con game, or you got taken into by some fake contract, or some deal of the century, or somebody came out and said, you know, Scorpio, could you lend me some money? I'll pay you right back. I'll be right back. And they just disappeared with the money. Somebody here needs financial assistance or is waiting for financial assistance because you got some legal issues going on. There's some Scorpios at this time dealing with legal documents, contracts, official negotiations. And so you're waiting to hear about what's going on. You need an update at this time, but you won't receive it this week because people are not moving. People are in hiding. People have gone no contact. People have disappeared. People have even ended a deal, a contract, a friendship, a relationship with you, and you don't even know about it. You're still waiting for them. And they're not going to show up because they disappeared. They just ghosted you. Somebody here just ghosted somebody. Somebody here just took somebody's money and ran with the money. Somebody here is waiting for a response, a reply, and is not receiving it because somebody's trying to avoid Scorpio, or someone is going no contact with Scorpio, or Scorpio vice versa. You may be cutting somebody out. You may be not having no contact with somebody. You might have just deaded a relationship, put a deal to a close, closed a cycle, stopped talking to somebody, blocked somebody, went no contact with somebody because you want nothing to do with them and they're waiting to hear from you. And you're like, you're going to keep on waiting because I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want anything to do with you. For some Scorpios, you're having issues with grandfathers and fathers at this time, arguing about money, arguing about property, arguing about wills, arguing about where's going to be the last resting place. Oh my goodness. Some Scorpios are needing to finalize contracts, legal situations. And so right now is a waiting period. But there's definitely no news this week or this weekend. It's a waiting process. And for some of you, this person may never contact you because they already got what they wanted. See? Yes. Somebody here, they have no love here. And they just took the money and left. Okay? Or whoever ghosted somebody, it's because they already deaded the relationship. You just don't know they deaded it. Because they didn't tell you. They didn't even break up with you. They just disappeared. Okay? And you're here waiting to hear from this person. But they're dead. You're not going to hear from this person. They went back home, or they just went no contact. But definitely, there's no love here. Okay? They took their love and they went elsewhere with their love. Or their love, their heart belonged to someone else or elsewhere, and that's where they went. As we said, it might be you. It might be you who ghosted somebody and went to your bliss somewhere else, Scorpios. Maybe you took your love away from somebody. Maybe you took your money away from somebody. Maybe you just left somebody out in the cold. Maybe you just, disappeared, ended a connection. Yes, you discovered something. You may have discovered something that made you get out of a situation or a relationship without giving any notice. It's like you found something shocking and you just packed up your bags and left. That's like you finding out, you know, your partner's a murderer, a serial killer. You're not going to advise them. You're not going to let them know, hey, I'm leaving. I found out you're a serial killer. No, you just packed your shit and left. Okay? But there's some truth that has come out, or a revelation, and you just went no contact. You just exit. You just left. You just packed your things. You didn't even let this person know you were leaving because of something you found out. Or Scorpios, somebody has been doing some searching in your things and they found something, they discovered something, and without telling you, they left. Somebody could have went through your things and found an envelope full of money. They could have found a safe full of money. They could have took it and just left. Okay? But somebody here found out something, and then without telling the other person, they left. And when they left, at that point, they had no love for this person. They knew that they were not going to come back to this person. So either this person is not coming back to you and you sitting there waiting, Scorpio, and you're going to wait forever because they're not coming back because they found out something that left a bad taste in their mouth and they no longer love you. They no longer see you in the same light with this candle here. Or you found out a truth. You saw the light and you said, oh, hell no, I can't be in love with that. I can't associate myself with that. That gives me no bliss, no security, and I've got to go. All right. Okay, Scorpio, let us know in the comment section. Yeah, you're not chasing nobody. You're not pursuing anybody. As we said, confirmation. Confirmation. We said it from the very beginning of the tea. Somebody is not coming back. Somebody is not chasing anybody. Somebody is no longer in love with somebody else. Somebody has already seen the ugly in somebody. Somebody has found out something about someone, and they are not coming back. They're not going to pursue you. They're not going to look for you. They're not going to chase you. They don't want nothing to do with you. They don't feel the love. It is done and over with. A revelation came out. They saw the light. They discovered something they don't like, and that is the end of that. And of course, that can be you, Scorpio, that you saw the light and you're not going to chase and pursue anyone after what you have found out about them. You no longer have any love for them. And they can sit there and wait and wait and wait. You can find out that they robbed you financially. You could find out that they cheated on you with another man, another woman. You can find out that, you know, your parents left you out of the will. You can find out that your grandparent, your grandfather, your father, your uncle, your brother has done you wrong, and now you don't want nothing to do with them. They are dead to you. Whoever did something to Scorpio, know that you are dead to Scorpio. They got no more love for you, and they will not be chasing you. They will not be looking for you. So you can just keep it moving. And Scorpio, if it's vice versa, and you have wronged someone in some way, know that now that they see you in this light, they no longer have love for you, and they no longer are going to pursue anything with you. That has been your weekend tea, and until we sip tea together again, may you have a fun-filled and blessed weekend ahead. Ciao, my Scorpios. Saggies, my Globetrotters of the Zodiac, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you, Sagittarius, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Joining us for another weekend tea on the live Kettle Messages Tarot with your Oracle and Reader the Gem Star. I want to thank all of you for reaching out to me for your own personal private readings. I've been enjoying them, and it is an honor. Thank you so much, Saggies. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, woof. Okay, so we got auntie, we got grandma, we got mom here. We have Sagittarius spending time with the family, thinking of the family, looking at the family. Okay, so the matriarchs are coming through at this time. The matriarchs are the ones that are taking care of the family, nurturing the family, the grandbabies, the great-grandbabies, the sons, the daughters, taking care of the grandparents, the great-grandparents. So the matriarchs of the Sagittarian household are the ones holding it down right now. This weekend, we see that there's a lot of community, family sticking together. It's like home is where the heart is. So we're spending a lot of time with those we love, with our community, with our family members, with our church groups, with our societies. But we are spending time, even throwing like a block party. But you are spending time with the community. You can be volunteering your services to the community this weekend. You can be helping out in the community. You can be getting together with your neighbors this weekend and helping out the neighborhood, cleaning up the neighborhood. But we see that our Sagittarius this weekend is spending time helping the family out, helping the community out, volunteering, helping out in the neighborhood, giving to a good cause. Oh yes, you see someone who is capable and well suited for the task. You are here, the leader. Everybody comes to you, Sagittarius. Like, we want to throw this fundraising, Saggies. What do you think? Because they know that you have the ideas, you have the connections, you know how to get things moving and organized. Okay, you are the leader here. And they come to you. They look to you for help. They look to you because the family looks to you, your friends look to you, the community looks to you because you are admirable. They look up to you. They see you as very capable, very smart, very driven. You know how to get things together. You know how to make things happen. You have the connections. You have the capabilities. You have the resources. You have the know-how. And these people come to you, Saggies, to get things started, to get things together, to fundraise, to throw an event, a party. They're all coming to you. Yes. So you're being offered another role or another job, another position within your place of employment or within the community. This is like they make you the mayor. They're making you the mayor this weekend. They're making you the supervisor. They're making you the manager. They're making you the CEO, the CFO. They're making you the consigliere. They're making you the head boss, okay? But you're going to be changing jobs, changing roles. You may be retiring and now giving back to the community, doing things in the community, maybe even building a garden in your community. But there are changes happening within your jobs, within the community, within your neighborhoods, within your environments. And you are part of this change. You are part of it. You may be even put to organize the change, to make the changes. It's like, what do you think needs changing, Saggies? All right. You as a leader. Okay. But this is going to take a lot of collaboration. This is going to have to take a whole group of people to work together. So you're going to have to be a mediator. You're going to have to be able to bring people together, to cooperate, to work in unity, in unison. And there are people in this job, in this place, in this community where things haven't always gone smoothly between you and them. And this weekend, you need to find a way to work with people that you have had a fallout in the past. You've had word with someone, you've bumped head with someone, you haven't been able to compromise and agree with someone in the past. But there is a need to let go of a grudge that you have, Sagittarius, with another female in your job or in your community, because either their role at work is changing and you're gonna have to work with this person, or this person has to work with you because you're being put in charge and your role is changing. But there's a need to find a way to work with people that you have had fallen out with recently or in the past, that you still may be holding a grudge with, because there's going to be changes in the job or changes in the community, and you will have to work with this person. You will have to deal with this person, because even though you guys may not like each other, and y'all bump heads when y'all work with each other, when y'all do work with each other, you make things happen. Okay? Oh my. Oh my. So even though you may bump heads, you may have a fallout, you may not always agree with somebody, at times you guys are able to work together. And when y'all work together, y'all make things successful. But when y'all can't agree and y'all don't want to work together and y'all don't see eye to eye and y'all have a fallout, this grudge thing comes up. These hard feelings come up. And it's like, Saggies, I don't want to work. I don't want to work with them. I can't stand them. I hate them. I can't stand them. I can't stand their voice. I can't stand the way they look. I don't want to work with them. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to have to collaborate with them. But unfortunately, in this situation, in order for you to take advantage of this job, this opportunity, this role that's being offered to you, this change that's being offered to you, you have to find a way to get along with someone, to work with someone, even though you may not like them. It's time to forgive each other, to let go of a grudge, and do it for the team, do it for the community, do it for the group, do it for the group, the community. It's not about the individuals. We gotta come together to make this happen, to make a business successful, to keep a family together. We have to work together. Mother and daughter working together. Cousins working together. Sisters working together. Aunties and nieces working together. It's like whoever you have a grudge with, a falling out with in the family, in the community, at work, you have to find a way to work together in order to take advantage of an opportunity that's coming your way. Or because things are changing in the community or at work, and people's positions and roles and responsibilities are changing, we're gonna have to just get over certain things and work together or find a new job. You see? Gotta find a way to work with it. It's a burden. It's a burden. So some of you may quit, may retire, may opt out of working together with someone because you can't stand them, you can't forgive them, you have a grudge against them. And if you can't let that go, if you cannot find forgiveness, if you can't let go of a grudge and find a way to work together, then you may quit because this may be too much for you. Other Sagittarius may be able to put their differences aside and do it for the community, do it for the group, do it for the benefit of the people, or do it for the check. But other Sagittarians, this is going to be too painful. It's like, oh, no, you're not going to make me work with them. I can't stand them. No, I can't. You can't make me. All right, Saggies. Oh, my goodness, you're going to make me lose my voice. Saggies, you don't want to work with this person, you see? You is getting out of Dodge. You is getting out of town. You is quitting. You is relocating. You is opting out. You don't want to be part of this. You don't want to work with this person. You're like, well, since there's changes in the community and there's changes at work and I'm not with these changes, then I might as well look for another job, or don't be part of this HOA. Don't be part of this board. Okay? And just opt out. Yeah, some of you will not be able to deal with these changes at work, deal with these changes of roles. Even though you can do it, you capable of handling the situation. It's not about that. It's about you drawing the line in the sand and saying, I will not collaborate with this person. I will not work with this person. I want nothing to do with this person. Nobody could force you, Saggies, you know? It's up to you. You got free will. See? No. Unhappy. This change is not making you happy. You hate this person with a passion. I'm sorry, but you hate this person. This person makes you depressed, makes you mad, makes you sad, makes you disgusted. You hate this person with a passion. You hate them so much that you are willing to jump on a horse. If the horse is there, you will jump on it and ride out into the sunset. Because you refuse. This is not making you happy. This news that's coming in about you needing to work with someone, needing to forgive someone, needing to let go of a grudge because the jobs is changing, the roles is changing within a job. You're like, I'd rather quit and look for work elsewhere. Or I'd rather have my own business. Or I'd rather collaborate and work with other people. But I refuse to work with someone I don't like. This is not gonna be doable. This is not gonna be successful. Even though the cards say that Saggies are capable and well suited to deal with this situation, it's not about that. It's about free will. And Saggies says, I choose not to work with this person. I refuse. I don't want to work with this person. It's a burden. It's a pain in the behind. It brings me grief, misery, hardship. I don't see any success working with this person. And I don't see any happiness. I just feel miserable. Even hearing that I have to work with this person or live in their neighborhood or community. I may just move. All right, Saggies. Oh my. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Saggies, you tell it how it is. You don't like this person. You ain't gonna forgive this person. You ain't letting go of the grudge yet. You is still mad. You is still angry. You is still looking at this person as a burden. Okay? You want nothing to do with this person. You don't want this person to see you, visit you. You don't want to be around this person. No, this person, oh my goodness, you feel like this person, when you around them, Saggies, they make you physically sick. Like, they either drain your energy or they are toxic. There is something about them that makes you sick, that makes you miserable, angry, depressed, makes you want to get away, makes you feel dull, boring, like there's no life. Oh my goodness. You feel like you are being tested. You like, this has got to be a joke. All right, Saggies. Whoever's telling you you got to work with this person or live with this person or collaborate with this person, you are telling them like, you must be kidding me. You are pulling my leg right now. Is this a test? Is this a test? You know I can't stand this person. You know I want to kill this person. You know they make me sick. No. No. They're saying they're not joking. They're not joking. They're not playing. They're not testing you. They want you to work with this person. They probably want you to be this person's mentor, guide this person, teach this person. And you're saying, hell no. I will not be this person's mentor. I will not teach them anything I know. I refuse to work with them. I refuse to be a guide for them. I refuse. They have already failed the test. I refuse to work with this person. They make me sick. They make me unhappy. I want to move. I want to relocate. I want to retire. I don't like what I'm hearing right now. This is a burden. This is not a gift. This is not an opportunity. All right, Saggies. Let us know in the comments section what this is all about. Whether family, work, love. But you say hell to the no. You will not be nobody's mentor, work with somebody, be somebody's guide, be somebody's light, test somebody to improve their skills because you can't stand this person. You don't forgive this person. This person obviously did something to you. The sight of them makes you sick. Let us know. Let us know in the comment section. That has been your weekend tea. And until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed one. Ciao. Make sure you're subscribed, guys, because we're coming up with a mid-month brew. Ciao. Capricorns, my little goats. Welcome back, Cappies. Are you going to hoof anybody off the mountain? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Capricorns, you are tuning into another live Kettle Messages Tarot's weekend tea with your oracle and reader, the Gemstar. We want to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into your sacred space, checking out the community section, reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. It has been an honor and a pleasure, and we hope to hear from you again in the future. Thank you so much. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so we're working hard. We're working hard. You may be even working this weekend. You're working overtime. You are putting in the hard work. And you are waiting to receive news and a message about this hard work that you've been doing. Some of you may be waiting to hear if you're going to get overtime, if your overtime is going to get paid, if this extra job is going to come through, if this employer is going to reach out to you for this new job you applied for. But for a lot of you, you have done some work here that you're waiting on payment for. And others of you are waiting to hear if there's going to be extra work so you can make extra money. I hear that, Capricorns. That's right. 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs. I'm with you. Okay, so for now, there's nothing available. For now, there's nothing available. Let's see where this is going. So if you applied for a job that's at a distance from you, that's not available, okay? That's going to be a no. If you applied for a job and it required travel and it's at a distance, then that job is not going to come through. Most jobs that are coming through are in your neighborhood, in your city, in your state, but not at a distance, not in another city or another state or another country. If you have applied, then we're not getting a good response for that now. But if you're looking in your neighborhood, if you're looking close to home, you may have a better opportunity to find extra work, extra jobs, even jobs in the neighborhood. Yes, you see, you're seeing the big picture, working for the good of all. Confirmation. You are working hard. You're working for yourself. You're working for your children. You're working for your family. You're working for your security, your stability. You work for the good of everyone. You are a good employee. You are a good boss. You see the big picture. And because of this, they're always keeping your resume. They always keep you in mind. They'll always reach out to you, Capricorns, to let you know if there's something available or not. So if they're telling you there's nothing available, then there's nothing available, because they see you, they admire you, and they hold you in high regard. They see you as a good worker, as a hard worker. If there's anybody they're going to give extra hours to, Cappies, it's going to be you. If there's anybody that they're going to hire for a position with their company, it's gonna be you. You're a good candidate. They know you a hard worker. They know that that you are trustworthy and that you do good work, excellent work. Oh, okay, it flipped over. Oh, great happiness. You see? So there is some news coming through that's gonna bring great happiness. As we said, if this is about work, and you're looking for extra work or looking for a job, but it's at a distance, that may not be available, but other job opportunities may, especially in your neighborhood. So there's good news, and news that's coming through this weekend. It may be in the area of love for some Capricorns, but business, work, and money is heavily in this reading for this weekend tea. So we're mentioning it for both areas of your life, that some news coming through is going to bring you great happiness. And it's because, you know, you a hard worker and you a good person, Capricorns. And some people appreciate it, you know. Not everybody appreciates good people, hard work, but other people know that that's where it's at. Good people, people who work hard, people who are responsible, people who show up, people who ask for more responsibility, people who are not afraid to take on more work or more responsibility. Now, there's someone that may be, and this is maybe in the area of love, Capricorns, for some of you. You're going to let me know in the comment section where this hits for you. But there's someone here that is making you an offer only because they don't want you to get away from them or move away from them. But there will be strings attached to the offer. And I feel like the string attached is for you not to spread your wings, or for you not to seek employment at a distance where you have to travel, where you would have to relocate, or where you would have to spend large amounts of time away from the home, the family, a love partner, or a loved one. Someone here is offering you something, but it's to keep you close. And that's for a few of my Capricorns. You will know who's trying to manipulate you this way, Cappies. You will know. Because someone here is offering you great happiness and an opportunity, but it comes with strings attached. And the strings attached is so you won't get far away from them, so they can keep their eye on you, or they can keep you close. Somebody wants to keep you close, because I see that some Capricorns want to travel, want to relocate, or want to work internationally, or want to work in another city, another state, another country. And somebody here is going out their way to find something close. As we said, confirmation that there's something close. But if somebody finds it for you, they're doing this to keep you close. It's like mom finding you a job, dad finding you a job, wifey, hubby finding you a job, a roommate finding you a job. See, these people need you close. Oh, wow. You'll let us know what's going on here, my little goats. Let us know in the comments section where this hits for you. But the news brings great happiness, but you don't see the strings attached. Because for some of you, at the moment that the news comes, you'll be like, oh, good. Okay, I wanted that job in that other city or the state, but this is a good job. It's offering me good money, and I don't have to spend on gas. I can actually walk to work. This sounds good. But they're doing it because they want you there. They want you near and close. And this is only for those Capricorns that somebody else is finding the job for them. Not if you're going to look the job up yourself, if you applied yourself. This is like somebody through word of mouth finding you a job. And it's because they want to keep you close. I feel the energy of a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, a mom, a dad, a auntie. Like, I don't want Capricorns to go work elsewhere. I want them close by because you're so good. You're so good. You take care of your loved ones. You see, they don't want you to change. They don't want you to grow. They don't want you to spread your wings. They don't want you to move on. They feel sick to their stomach. If you go home this weekend and you say, I landed a job, the little goat has landed the most awesome job, but it's in another city, another state. Or I'm going to have to spend weeks, even months away from home. This is going to devastate somebody. They're gonna feel like you just stabbed them in the chest. You just shot them in the head. You just killed them. How dare you? How could you? How could you, Capricorns, cause me this pain, this loss? I feel sick. Just because they want to keep you close. They don't want to let you go. But you're like, look, I'm doing it for the good of all of us. I'm going to go work in that country to make that money to come back so we can live well. So we can retire, in style, comfortable, without suffering. Capricorn is saying, I got to make the sacrifices today so I can live a comfortable tomorrow. And somebody can't deal with that. They can't understand that. They don't want to understand that. They can't process it. They're like, please, Capricorn, can't you find a job here? What's wrong with the jobs here? And you may say, look, in this city, in this state, you can't find any work. Or you can't find good paying jobs. I got to go where the money's at. I got to go where the jobs are at. And they're not here. Oh my God, this person, they're broken. Look, broken. They're mad. They're upset. Oh, they've lost their power. They've lost their connection to you. Their protector is going away. Their mama bear and papa bear is going away. They're looking at the money go away. You see, Capricorns, when you walk away, they're not listening to what you're saying. Because you're saying, look, I'm going to work hard. I'm going to come back. I'm going to be prosperous. I'm going to come back abundant. We're going to live a good life. We're not going to have to worry. But this person is not seeing that. This person is seeing the end of the marriage, the end of the relationship, the end of the connection. The money, it's walking away with you. The power, the authority they had is walking away with you. The protection, the security that felt is walking away with you. And you're like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. But no, little goats. They're not seeing like this. And maybe goats, it could be vice versa, okay? You might want to hoof somebody off the mountain because they come home and they tell you, hey, babe, I landed a good job, but I'm going to have to be weeks away, months away. I'm going to have to relocate, or we're going to have to pack our bags and move. And you're like, well, why can't you find a job here? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? Oh my. Let us know in the comments section, little goats. Oof. Yes, you see, it's all about wealth, confirmation. We're saying it. We're saying it. You're doing it for the money. You're doing it for security. You're not doing to cheat. You're not doing to end the marriage. You're not doing it to run away, get away from mommy and daddy or grandparents, or just abandon people you love, that you hold near and dear to your heart, that you grew up with, or that you care for, you know? But somebody is not processing it that way. You're doing it for the money, for the security. And instead of getting gratitude, like, yes, Capricorn, you're doing it for us. Because remember, it says, you are working for the good of all. You're doing this for the family, for everybody, including yourself. And you're thinking when you give this news, you're going to get some damn gratitude. But what you get is, oh my God. Oh, the marriage is over. Oh, Capricorns, why? Why are you leaving mama? Why are you leaving papa? Why are you leaving mama? How can you do this? How can you leave your auntie like this? Oh my goodness. Why, Capricorns? Oh my God. They're arguing. Please don't go. But, oh my God, they just don't see it your way. They don't see it. They're not processing it. They're not processing it. They feel jealous. They feel jealous. They feel hurt. They feel hurt. They feel like you're gonna forget them. They feel like they're gonna lose you. Like that job is gonna go so well, Capricorns, that you're never gonna come back. You're gonna find another love because you're gonna be working out there so many hours, so many weeks, so many months. You're gonna forget about your husband, your wife. You're gonna forget about your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You're gonna forget about them. You ain't never gonna come back. Oh my God, they on the drama. They on the drama train while you are on the gravy train. Go make that shmoney, make that shmoney, make that money. But no, my little goats, that somebody's gonna throw a tantrum. Somebody's gonna cry. Somebody's gonna say, please don't go. Please get a job here. Please think about it, Capricorns. Please, please, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I will find you a job. I will find you a job here. There's so many jobs, Capricorns. You don't want that job, Cappies. You want what you want. Okay? And that's the end of that. That has been your weekend tea. And until we sip tea together again, my little goats, may you have a fun-filled and blessed weekend. And make that shmoney. Ciao. Aquarius, welcome back, Aqua, to Kettle Messages Tarot Live. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill the weekend tea with Aquarius. Yes, Aqua. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into yours, reaching out to us for your personal and private readings. Check out the community section for the Kettle-Scopes, the weekly scopes, the messages from Spirits Kettle, Angels Kettle. There's a lot going on lately in the community section. Check it out. Don't forget to check out the shorts of the channel. We are doing this all for you guys, and we appreciate your support. So let's check out the weekend tea for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right, a message of concern. Why you concerned? Ooh, somebody's in despair. Do you care? Somebody's in despair. Do you care? All right, Aquarius. We are stopping feeling bad or concerned. I feel like some Aquarius are no longer going to be waiting around for a message or concerning themselves or worrying themselves or making themselves miserable because somebody hasn't reached out. Okay? Or Aqua, somebody's miserable because you haven't reached out to them. And they're like, where is Aquarius? Look, Aquarius. Oh my God, when are you going to reply, Aquarius? Also, you know, some people do this. Some people send a message, call and leave a message, or send a text or a DM, and they make it sound like they're going through something, right? Like something has happened, and they leave like a cryptic message, and you're wondering if that person is okay, if that person is alive, if that person got kidnapped, if that person got beat up or robbed because of the cryptic message they send. I feel like somebody here is receiving a cryptic message that concerns them, but you stop worrying about it because that person doesn't reach out after that. And some Aquarius may even turn it up, like, oh my God, somebody sent this type of message and they haven't reached out anymore after that last message. What if something happened to them? Let me go to the police. Let me call a family member. Let me call a friend. Let me find out what's going on with that person. Oh my. Ooh, I like this tea. Okay. We ain't never had a tea like this. What's going on? Yeah. Somebody's stuck. Somebody can't move. Somebody can't make a change. And they're miserable. Okay, so somebody's in a situation they can't get out of. And so they reach out to you, Aquarius, with a cryptic message. They're going through something difficult. They're miserable. They're in despair. They can't move out of their situation for one reason or another. They can't leave a situation. They're imprisoned or trapped or don't have the funds to move. But somebody feels helpless, trapped, in despair, like they can't make a move. And then they send out a message and then they go silent after that. So that brings this energy of worry and concern. Like, oh my God, what happened? What happened to that person? Did that person get hurt? Did their partner hurt them? You know, did they commit suicide? God forbid. And you're worried and concerned in that sense. If you are going through something and you send a cryptic message to someone, Aquarius, know that this person is going to be pacing back and forth, wondering if you okay. They thinking way out there. Like you got killed, you got kidnapped. Somebody has you trapped in a basement, bound and gagged. Okay, they're ready to call the police. They're worried and concerned. And so if you reached out to someone with a concerning message, follow up and let them know that everything's okay. Because or else this person is gonna go bonkers and they may call everybody that you know looking for you, asking about you, and they'll even go as far as to go to the police station. All right? And do a missing persons report. Or send the cops to your house to do a check-in. Or you may be doing that to someone else because of them sending cryptic messages like they're in danger. I'm feeling this energy like somebody's in danger. Yeah, somebody is in control. I feel it. Oh, confirmation. Confirmation. Somebody is panicking. Somebody has fear. Somebody's emotions are all over the place. As we said, it's falling right under the message of concern. That's confirmation. We're telling you, somebody sent a message and now they gone silent, and now somebody is panicking. Somebody's worried that something has happened. All right, Aquarius? If you keep in contact with your loved ones and you haven't reached out to them, please do. Let them know you're alive. There is somebody here worried. Worried. And this is because somebody has a violent boyfriend or girlfriend, a toxic boyfriend or girlfriend, a violent, abusive husband or wife. Okay? Somebody lives with somebody dangerous, abusive, and toxic. And when this person sends a message out, then people get scared and worried and panic because they know what the other person is capable of. And so they're worried about somebody's safety for their life. Okay, wow. This was a deep. Ooh, I ain't expect this as a weekend tea. But hey, it is what it is. Yes, someone is left in the dark. Someone is being left in the dark. And they're in their head right now. I can see someone locked in a closet, locked in a basement, locked in a room, being kept from their friends and their family. Someone being abused. Someone being silenced. Someone being mistreated. Someone being forced to be quiet, not to communicate, forced to put up with abuse, to tolerate abuse. And this person managed to get to a phone and to send a message. But now this has been taken away from them. And now they're back in the dark. So someone here is controlling someone else, Aquarius. I hope this is not you. I hope this is not you being abused, being silenced, being with an abusive partner. Because someone here is literally in danger. Someone is being abused and hurt. And they can't move. They're being held against their will. They're being forced not to speak, not to leave the house, not to get in contact with anybody. So if you know somebody lives with somebody abusive, yes, somebody should go by somebody's house and check. Check, and check. Ooh, you see? Trap. Somebody can't move. Somebody can't travel. Somebody can't make a change. Somebody can't relocate because somebody is forcing somebody else against their will to stay. Somebody don't want somebody else to leave them. No, you see, they don't want somebody to have a new beginning. They don't want somebody to have a new beginning. And be careful if you're pregnant and you have an abusive partner, because you can lose the baby. You can have an abortion, or whoever has been abused has just had a miscarriage. This is horrible. Ooh. Somebody's keeping it a secret. Somebody is keeping that they're being abused a secret, that they've had a miscarriage or an abortion or the loss of a child. They're keeping this a secret. And it's all because they're in a situation with somebody dangerous, toxic, abusive, who is not letting them move, start a new beginning. They don't even want this person to have children because then they won't have the attention. This person wants somebody as a slave, Aquarius. If you're in this toxic situation, get out. And if you know someone in this type of situation, go check up on them. Go send the cops over there. Go and check. Have somebody check. Because somebody here is being held against their will. They're being abused. They could be even tied up, handcuffed, gagged. You see? Confirmation. Somebody is jealous. They don't want their partner to leave. You're not leaving. You're not going with your mother. You're not going with your brother. You're not going with your sister, your father. You're not going with your friend. You're not going to the mall. You're not going to the bathroom unless I'm standing there watching you in the bathroom. You're not going to take a shower without me. Oh my goodness. Somebody here is real controlling, possessive, jealous, and they do unforgivable things. Okay? But they don't care. They don't care. This is their wish. This is their desire. They're obsessed. They're jealous. They're possessive, and they're controlling. And they don't see you as a person. They don't see you as a human being. They see you as their possession. They own you. That's how they see it, Aquarius. They own you. And so you gotta leave. You gotta get free. You gotta break out. You gotta find a way to send another message, another SOS. I don't care if you even gotta send it in Morse code, okay? With a flashlight, okay? Send it in Morse code. But you need to get out of this situation. Or somebody you know has to get out of this toxic situation because it could lead to death. Confirmation, we don't lie. As we said, somebody here is so desperate that they will commit suicide. They will kill themselves, or they will wind up killing their abuser because they're being abused. They want free. They want out. This person is crying. This person is abused. This abuser is jealous, is possessive, is a liar, a manipulator, a narcissist, a psycho, a sociopath, a psychopath. And the person under the abuse is scared, is panicking. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to get out of this situation. They need help. They need help. And so they send a message and they're hoping somebody goes and looks for them and asks for them and send help their way. That has been your weekend tea. Leave it in the comment section. And until we sip tea together again, may you have a safe and blessed weekend. Ciao, Aqua. And we pray, you are in our hearts. We pray that this is not you, but definitely somebody's going through this because all the tea confirmed itself from beginning to end. So we just give you the truth and nothing but the truth. We're only the messenger. We only spill the truth tea for you. We hope that you can use this to your advantage. Forewarned is being safe. Ciao. Thank you for stopping by and sipping some weekend tea with us. Support your content creators on YouTube like Kettle Messages Tarot. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And check out the Gemstar's new website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below. Now go have an amazing weekend. Ciao.